I'm Maranda. Fernald. Nice to meet
Bryant,
you.
nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I take a seat?
Please.
Thank you. So Brian, how are you today?
Oh, I'm just peachy. How about you?
I'm great. Also, here's my business card,
Thank
just
you.
in case after the meeting there's any questions.
Yep.
Do you have one as well that I can
I
use?
do, yep.
Awesome.
One of those for you.
Thank you so much. All right, Brian. So you're the IT man at SPO, I hear.
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's great. Actually, I was really excited to come to this meeting because I interned for the Fernald Commodores and they're a baseball team on the Cape. And every boy on that team loved your website. They thought it was awesome because they come from all over, like California, Ohio, places like that. So it really kept them in tune with the team that they wanted to see because the local websites weren't really fitting for them.
Yeah.
So it was great to see that.
Well, we love that Cape League down there. There's a lot of good talent
Oh,
that
it's
comes in the
awesome.
major leagues, and
Mhm.
that's good.
Yeah, it's great. So before I get started, I kind of put together an agenda because I know we have a limited amount of time here. We still have 10 minutes, am I correct?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. All right, so basically I just kind of want to focus on firstly hearing more about SPO and kind of the pains that you guys are having right now that Lightweight had told us about. And then from there, I kind of just want to hear your goals, like in a perfect world, how you picture SPO being. And then building off of that, I kind of want to tell you about how Lift can help make that happen for you. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Okay, so can you just tell me a little bit about SPO, firstly?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you got some knowledge of it there from your time with the Commodores, but we've been around for 13, 14 years. We're an industry leader. We've got, one of the highest page visits for any sports site in the world, and we've got a print media, a magazine that we have as well, some subscribers that we have there, and so yeah, that's SPO in a nutshell.
I know you guys are doing an awesome job.
Yeah.
So on a scale, I just kind of want to ask you a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being excellent, 1 being poor, how would you rate SPO's performance right this very minute?
I'd say right now we're probably at a 7 or an 8. Definitely down from a couple of years ago. That's kind of why they brought me in here.
Mm-hmm. So why would you say you're at a 7 and 8, and how would you like to be at a 10?
Well, we're starting to see a slow decrease in the number of subscribers that we have, as well as the number of visitors to our website, and that's something that, if it continues, could cause a big problem. Right now, it's nothing major, but we don't like the way that it's going. We want to kind of reverse that trend to ultimately get back to a 10.
Yeah, that's definitely seems like a major problem. So just to reiterate, one of the main issues is you're slowing, you're losing subscribers, or decreasing in subscribers and visitors. And is that an issue, like a major issue right now?
Like I said, it's minimal at this point, but it's certainly a trend that if it were to continue would be a much bigger problem. That's why they hired me. If I can't do something about it, then I've got some job searching to do of my own, but that's where we're at right now.
Have you taken any major steps to try and fix the issue?
No, we've done some research and tried to identify, the causes of it, and then ultimately we've reached out to companies like your own and similar organizations to see if they have any programs that can help us get back some of those page visits and some of those subscribers that we've lost.
Okay. How is this affecting you personally, you would say? Like you?
Recently, it's offered me employment. I
Oh.
brought on, like I said, to help them out, but if it continues and my job's to come in and reverse this trend and that doesn't happen, then like I said, I'll be out looking for a different line of work so I can, obviously I didn't effectively do my job.
Mm-hmm. So obviously a major issue is you want to fix problems so you can ultimately keep your job and reverse it. And just to clarify the issues one more time, so decrease in subscribers and number of visitors, how is this affecting the company as a whole, you would say?
Well, if the number of visits to the page goes down, then we can't get as much money for the advertisements that we place on the site. So if ad revenue goes down, and that's our major revenue generator, that creates a problem. And then alongside of it, if we lose subscriptions, there too lies some of our current revenues, and we don't want to lose any more of that revenue stream.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. So you get most of your revenue from ads and subscriptions?
Mostly ads. It's certainly subscriptions as well, but the majority of it comes from the ads.
Okay, so in a perfect world, how would you see SPO in about a year?
in about a year, I'd like to see us back to the 500 million page views, 100 million unique visitors each month, and I'd like to see those magazine subscriptions, that print media, back up to the level that it was, say, a year from now.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, we definitely want to help you get that. So do you know about Acquia at all? Have you heard of Acquia, the Acquia program?
A little bit. I had a colleague recommend me to you all, and that's why I reached out through the website. And other than that, I was hoping to learn more from you.
Mm-hmm. All right, awesome. So how would you say your website can improve by reaching viewers? Because you say that you're having less visitors to the website, and why do you think that is?
Well, like you said, with the Commodores, there's some people that want to know more about their local sports teams, and there's some people in the Boston market that only care about the Red Sox and couldn't care less about what the Oakland Athletics are doing. So we've lost the market share to some sites that focus their content specifically on local and regional sporting events. People don't come to us anymore for that kind of stuff.
Okay, so going back to what Acquia will be doing for you, what Acquia is where you basically focus on relevance. You want to have relevant content to your consumer, as you know. By doing this, we put in a system that basically brings your organization to the consumer at a very fast pace. We want them to know what's going on right away. We want them to get the information that they want to see. So basically what you're saying is right now SPO is losing its viewership to the local websites that have more relevant information to your viewer.
Correct.
So by implementing the Acquia Lift program, you will actually be learning your consumer by their click patterns and the things that they're searching. So when they do view your website, it'll have information that's relevant to them, and which will in turn keep them on your website longer and have them clicking on more things, and which we hope will lead to them to obviously subscribe to your website, and which by subscribing and having more page viewers, which in the end will increase your ad revenue because everyone's going to want to have ads on the SPO website because everyone's going to be looking at it and staying on it for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
It does. It sounds like it's something that would be a lot of money to implement, and we're a small company with not a ton of resources, so cost would certainly be a big concern in making a big change like that.
Yeah, obviously cost is a major concern for anyone in a business when you're about to buy something, but you don't really want to think of this so much as a cost, more of you're investing in your company. One example is, have you ever heard of Elle Magazine?
Sure.
Elle Magazine? Well, they actually have a website, and they were losing a lot of subscribers for their website because they were losing people going on it and subscribing for the magazine. So they actually called us in to implement the Acquia Lift program, and within 2 weeks they saw a 20% increase in page views, page clicks, and ultimately they got much more subscribers because of it. So I always say, I can talk about it, but it's really the facts to back it up that really reinforce what a great program this would be for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, small company, limited resources. We don't have a ton of people and man hours to be able to develop a lot of training for all this and the time that it would take out of their days. So I guess that would be another concern that I would have.
Yeah, absolutely. Time is obviously of the essence when you're running a company. Every second counts. So what we do at Acquia Lift is we have 2 people come in and they train your whole IT crew for 2 days, and by the end of it, they'll know just as much as we do. And we work with you. So if you ever have any issues, it's not just, we don't just sell you a product and you go by yourself. We work with you. So we're here 24 hours a day for you.
Okay.
Does this sound like something you can definitely see yourself using?
Yeah, I mean, it certainly is something that I'd like to learn more about. I want to see how it works and get a demonstration of it probably before I make any commitments.
We can definitely do that. How about a demonstration next Wednesday at 4? Does that sound good to you?
Well, the demo wouldn't be for me. I got to see if Pat's the one that he wants to take a look at it. So I got to get him sold on the idea and then get him to sit down and take a demonstration.
Okay, so can I just call back Wednesday at 4? Can we still do that, or?
Yeah, if you want to call Wednesday at 4 and see where Pat and I are at with it.